Load up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Acres. I'm Jason.
I'm Kara.
We are at Sunset Cabin today at sunset.
Getting close.
And unfortunately, this is the final episode of Flashback Friday. I don't know about unfortunately, but this
It just gets us caught up to when we started doing videos, not just showing pictures.
So this is episode 20 of Flashback Friday. So we did 20 of these, and this gets us from 2016 when we started out here at Sunshine Acres all the way up to the summer of 2021 when we were right before we put the bark siding on the cabin. So this episode is kind of dual. We're going to put it in multiple playlists. It'll be in Sunset Cabin playlist as well as Flashback Friday. So this starts, the pictures we're going to show start in November of 2020.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
The week after Thanksgiving. So yeah, I took that week off. I think we had family in town. And then I took the following week off, and you took the last few days of that week.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, and we were using every material that we had left over from the house build. And I had, begrudgingly to Kara, I had stocked every piece of leftover lumber and block and everything I could find.
No, we knew we'd use some of it. We did. But
We did. We used a lot of it.
Yeah, we used most of it. Some had to go eventually. But yeah, I wish we would have thought to start doing the videos at the beginning of the cabin, but we did not. So we have pictures to show the progression of that. At least we do have that to document it. And you saw, most of you that are watching probably saw the rest of the build after the videos started. And if not, go watch them.
Yep. But yeah, it was that week after Thanksgiving. I started just, and it was super wet that winter too. So I feel bad. We tore this low area up around the cabin a little bit. But I was just bringing lumber down, a gator load at a time. I built the floor system early that week. You took a couple days off. I had a wall framed up. We stood that wall up once you got here.
And then we framed the rest of it up together.
Mm-hmm.
Roof, and yeah, pretty standard building as far as the building went. But yeah, once we started getting into the finishing touches, we spent a lot of time and effort on the trim and just making it look unique and using all the hardwoods from our property, and took a lot of time and care sanding and staining every single piece before we put it up for the most part, and I think it shows.
Unfortunately, like going through pictures, very few pictures of that. So it was like, hey, we'd come down, we'd measure, we'd field measure, go up, pull off of our piled lumber, go in the barn, cut everything, sand it, stain it, bring it down. We had multiple iterations of that.
Yeah, a lot of labor went into that, but it shows. It turned out really good.
Yep. We had a funny incident we put doors and windows in though. I made the rough opening a little tight, and then what happened?
Well, these two behind us, which I forget which side, one of them we had come down and the bottom had a crack in it. And it was just after we had some electrical work done inside, and we thought we didn't put two and two together that it was our own fault. But maybe somebody had bumped up against the window or whatever, and so bought another window, took it out, got another window, put it in, come down a few days later, the top half has a crack in it. Okay, at this point we realized it's probably something we're not doing correctly. So Jason realized it was a little bit too tight. We needed to have a little give there. We do have like a 2x in the middle between these, and so we're thinking, we got to buy a third window. But then I realized you could take two bad windows and make one good window. So we took the bottom of one and the top of the other, made a good window. And then Jason got in there and cut all the top out of the framing, give it a little more room, and put our new piece together window in there, and third time was a charm.
That was an expensive lesson.
Well, we only ended up buying one extra window, but still.
Still, that's
it was
a expensive lesson.
Yes.
But shame on me. I know better than that. But
Other than that, there really weren't any hiccups in the build. Everything went pretty well as planned. I mean, there's always going to be something.
we started to experience a little bit of the lumber increase price because we used everything we could from the build that was left over, as well as the all the exterior trim and stuff we had off our property. But we had to buy some new stuff here, and so we experienced that a little bit.
Yeah, we obviously bought windows and doors. Didn't buy a lot of lumber.
Deck boards,
boards.
the roof structure was what we bought that. I think one wall we had to buy the shingles.
But it wasn't terrible at that time.
No,
really.
No, it's definitely, it got worse.
Mm-hmm. The only time that we bought something that we already discussed that was ridiculous was by the time we were almost done and bought lattice that was like $70 a sheet.
Oh yeah, well that's in one of our videos.
That's in another video, but by that time, yeah, I was glad everything else was done because we were like, are you kidding me? But for the most part, we got it done with a lot of things from leftover from the house build or just wood milled off the property, which was most of the trim, which is nice.
And going back through pictures too, obviously there were some gaps in there. We stopped and did like a bunch of clearing and some other projects here on the property during that time. So we started in November of 2020, and these pictures basically run through May of 2021.
And we didn't finish the exterior till just recently, but after May, we started doing the
videos.
So Flashback Friday kind of stops when the videos start. But yeah, obviously, you know, if we had nothing else to do, we could do this in a lot shorter than a year. But there's lots of other things out on Sunshine Acres that we need to take care of. So this is our fun project.
Well, this to me was a very good project for us. Couple things to me. It got us back to doing projects together. It was no longer a house build. This is something that we controlled. We've talked about that a couple times. That's when we do our best. It's you and I out here doing what we like to do. So
yeah, so whenever we have time, we work on our fun projects.
But we got that, and then the complexity of this is nice. I mean, it touched a lot of different areas of construction and building and design and decision making. So I think as far as you and I working together and elevating our skill set, this was a great project, and I loved it.
Oh, I loved it too. I mean, we did the porch together on the garden shed, and we've done a lot of smaller things, but I know you have done this before. This was my first ground up do a whole building, so it's not done. We have to do the inside still, but obviously the structure is complete, and it turned out great. And yeah, it was and is fun, and will continue to be.
But it's been a lot of fun. Great project. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
So check out the pictures. We're gonna just kind of let them run on this one. We're not gonna interrupt. We'll just show pictures from beginning, you know, foundations or building the floor structure into May of 2021 when we were getting the last bit of trim on right before we did the bark siding. So I hope you enjoy. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on Flashback Friday. Like I said, this is episode 20. This will be it. We're going to go back to publishing 1 day a week, likely on Mondays. We may switch that a little bit as well, but it'll just be our standard vlog, what we're doing, around Sunshine Acres and what our next projects are. So really appreciate you having us on your television set, on your phone, however you watch these things. We've really enjoyed doing these videos. So please keep checking us out. Tell your mama, tell your friends. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.